Hey guys, it's Tanya on the scene, and Eve is here. Now, you may remember her for her rapping, but she is, well, she's been behind the camera before, but now she's in a new role. So, Eve, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you were in another show. You had your own show. It was called Eve,
yeah.
right? Do you miss it?
Honestly, now, yeah, I do. When I was in it, I kind of was like, oh, this is cool, but it felt, I was young and, I didn't understand it. Now, looking back on it, I completely miss it. I completely miss the relationships that we built and the friendships. So, yeah, I kind of do.
And so now, With This Ring is the name of the Lifetime movie that's coming out. So what's your involvement with this now?
So I play a character named Amaya, and basically she is one of 3 friends who make this pact to be married in a year. So you kind of see their whole craziness of trying to be married in a year, and all this stuff unfolds, and it's good. It's good. I think a lot of women will relate to it and really like it.
And you just got married, so congratulations to your longtime boyfriend. So did you have the same pressure like from the movie about trying to get married in a year?
Honestly, no. I never even thought I was going to be married. Like, I never thought I was going to be one of those women to maybe get married. It was more like I want to have kids, but I wanted to have kids within, a union like that. So, no, I didn't really put pressure on myself, though.
Did you put pressure on him for the ring?
No. We did it the right way. Obviously we talked about it, and obviously I did ask questions at some point, but there was no pressure. And I think we both, it happened at the right moment for both of us.
And so he had kids, so you have stepkids now, but will we see a pregnant Eve in the near future?
I hope so. We're happy to be married. We want to have our married life, and, we're not rushing, but, we definitely want some. So, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So now we know, of course, Rough Riders. You're with DMX. Me personally, I was a fan of yours rapping. I won't rap to embarrass myself, but will you be back in the studio?
I think about music all the time, and music is my first love. I always say that, and I have that itch right now to get back in and write. So I'm sure I'll be back in the studio. When a project's gonna come out, I don't know, but it'll always be a part of my life, and music will always be a part of. Will always be there. So yeah, you'll see something soon, I'm sure.
Looking forward to it. And what about, okay, your husband is into cars.
Yes.
So what's your favorite car?
My favorite car is a vintage, it's from the years are from 1972 to 1978 Aston Martin. I think it's a DB4 or 5, something like that, but it's an old school classic, and it looks like an American muscle car, but it's sleek. Yeah, that's the car I want.
Oh, so hubby, did you hear that?
But what's bad is I can't drive manual, so they only come in manual, so I have to get lessons before I get the car. So yeah, but I will.
Now, do you keep up with current music these days?
Ish.
Okay. So, seeing how the music industry is going now, I won't ask you your opinion of it, but do you have a favorite male rapper?
Right now I would say Kendrick Lamar if I had to pick anyone, because I'm a lyricist. Like, I love words, and I think he's a breath of fresh air when it comes to his style. It's kind of like a throwback of the great West Coast music with this new, infusion of a lyricist. I think he's really dope.
And what about female artists?
I don't know if I have a favorite female hip hop artist, honestly. I think I support all of them because I'm a female, artist, and without the women that are out there, we disappear. So I'm happy that all of them are out. So, yeah.
Do you have an embarrassing song on your iPod that you listen to?
Let me think. What is it? I'm sure I do.
I have the Macarena. Every once in a while I bust out and.
Oh, well, then I would say if it's a song like that, it would be that. What's that guy's name? The Asian dude. Remember that song?
Oh,
Pete,
yes.
Pete, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So that would be the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you bust out and dance and
It's a good workout song. It's a silly song, but it's a good workout song. Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
So your Lifetime movie With This Ring, it will January
24th, Saturday, January 24th. So make sure you get your girlfriends, set your DVR, whatever you need to do, get your wine, popcorn, whatever. But I think you're gonna like it, honestly.
And do you have any advice to women, let's say, who want to get engaged or who are looking to get married, besides watching this show, from your personal experience?
You know what? For me, every experience is different. For me, I feel like it took me a little longer because, and especially now, anyway, I think there's a lot more women who are career driven. And so it takes, I think, a little longer to find that perfect match. But I think knowing who you are and being realistic about what a relationship is and being realistic about nobody being perfect, and you're not perfect, and no one else is going to be perfect, but being just going into a relationship with your eyes wide open and being honest with yourself and that person is the best thing you could do.
I agree. It's been a pleasure, and I'm excited to see you back in the studio. So make sure you head over to TanyaOnTheScene.com. I'll keep you up with everything that Eve is up to, and also put all the information of where you can catch With This Ring on Lifetime. See you next time.
Hey, what's going on, world? This is Mind of an Athlete. It's Gotmix.net. I'm here with this young man. For those that don't know, I'm going to let him introduce himself and who he is.
Antonio Pierce, head coach at Long Beach Poly.
Hey, Mr. Pierce, Mind of an Athlete. Well, first off, talk about what's your story? What's your testimony?
Well, one, just starting back when you were a youth, being excited about playing youth sports. Baseball was my first love, and as time went on, figured out that football was going to be my longevity. So I did that. I was one of those kids that was a good athlete, a good student at the time, but 1 year in high school cost me everything. And it was just basically just having that down year, right? Being too cool for school, not really going to class, not focusing.
Yes, sir.
Then finished up with a good junior year, good senior year, but that 1 year knocked me off course where I was not going to be eligible to play Division I football right away. So I go to JUCO. From that point on, I said I'll never make that mistake again. Graduated, got my AA there, and then went to University of Arizona. Spent 3 years there. Graduated. Like everybody else, thought I was gonna be like the first #1 pick overall, like linebacker. Didn't happen, man. Didn't get my name called, and for whatever reason, and it didn't really throw me off sight. I kept focused, and I said, all right, got an opportunity to watch the Redskins, sign with them, and that led to a great career that I was able to have, winning the Super Bowl and going to the Pro Bowl and making a name for myself.
Man, that's wonderful, man. I just heard you say, like, you had to go the JUCO route, untraditional route that guys might not be familiar with. But, man, for that guy that might be out there and might have to go through the same type of situation, what advice would you give him?
Yeah, just stay focused, man. I mean, the one thing about JUCO, it gives me a second chance, right? Don't think you got a third or fourth or fifth chance. Sometimes in life, you don't even get a second one.
Yes, sir.
Just make the most out of every opportunity you get. And most important, it's hard to say. You hear mom and dad say, you hear the people on television tell you pay attention to school. Well, the reason is because that gives you a better opportunity in life, an easier way to have a head start as far as what you want to do with your goals in life, business or whatever it may be, sports. But you need that foundation, right? Math, reading, concepts, understanding principles, doing all those things of that nature. So JUCO for me, man, was an eye-opener. It gave me a second pulse, a second breath of life, and I took advantage of it.
Fast forwarding, like right now, where you're at now, being a head coach, they talk about what you like best, what some of the things that you enjoy, and what advice would you give other guys that might look in your shoes and might think about coaching one day?
Well, one, I tell them from every mistake I make, everybody sees the bottom, right, the finished product. Guy that went to the league, and then got on ESPN doing all this stuff, but what was all the steps and the processes that went in between? What was all the turns, the wrong turns on the left or the right that I made, 5 steps forward, 2 back that I made that hopefully they won't make it. If I can give them that knowledge, give them my experience of what I did wrong, what I would do differently, hopefully that, just even 10 to 50%, they can take that. I hope that'll make them better, not in football, but in life.
Yes, sir. I really love just your core principles that you have. I got a chance to follow you on the network and different stories that will be posted. And what I love mainly about it is when you hear a story, you don't just run with it. You stay with the facts and you stay with that. Is that something that you instill in these kids about jumping on media, following things? Is that something that you try to help these kids with?
Well, one, once you play professional sports in the biggest mecca like I did in New York, you can't believe everything you read.
Come on,
I mean, so you everything is kind of like this, right? Perception turns into reality. So what you say or what you start to pretend that you're like or what you think you are, sometimes it turns reality and it's fake. It's not realistic. You know what I mean? Some of these guys live in a world that's not real. And to me, at the end of the day, you're going to have to face those people that really know the facts, right? Mom, dad, your boys that you grew up with. So no need to sugarcoat anything. Just keep it real, keep it 100. Not everybody's going to like what you're going to say, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
State your name for the camera.
Antonio Pierce, head coach at Long Beach Poly.
Let people know they just got mixed.
You just got mixed.
Hey, what's going on, world? This is Gotmix.net. We live, man, the international social networking site, man. We here, man. Guess who we got a chance to catch up with? How's it going?
Man, I'm good, man. Blessed, man.
How to work, man? How'd you enjoy the event?
Oh, it was nice, man. I got here a little late, man. I really wanted to Bun, or he rocked the crowd, you know. This is going out anytime soon. His album coming out Tuesday. Go get it.
Man, that's a bet, man. For those, we showcase people in diversity, man. CEOs, businesses, entrepreneurs, man. Talk about how you started out, man, and how you got to the point where you're at now.
Man, I started out, well, my father is James Prince, if you don't know, CEO of Rap A Lot Records, and really I was born into business.
Yes, sir.
So I was really blessed to be born into the business and have a father like him. So, you know, it just really something that, you know, not something that I had to do, something that I wanted to do, and, you know, I kind of followed my father's blueprint of the music business and kind of did a little twist, and then I kind of, you know, just did what I do.
Man, since we international, man, you got any favorite countries you visited?
Ooh, I just left London. I just left London. We had what we out there in London? We had a show, and it was kind of fun. Parties, women. It's nice. It was nice out there.
Man, for those who don't know, man, you got a favorite sports team and player?
Ooh, not really. I like it all. I watch it all. I'm a Houston fan, so I ride with my city, but, you know, I have friends in every, you know, sports, and, you know, I kick with them, but I'm a Houston fan, so I ride.
Any advice you want to give maybe young kids that's grown up that want to idolize you and want to be like you? Any advice for them?
Man, stay focused, man. Keep God first, you know, or just stay focused. If you have a dream or anything you want to do, man, just do it. I mean, don't let nobody tell you no, or that you can't do it. You know, you don't have the money to do it. Don't believe all that. If you believe in something, just keep it up, man. You can make it happen, man.
Hey, man, let them know, state your name again, and let them know you just got mixed.
Man, I'm Jazz Prince, young CEO, Jazz what to do, and you just got mixed. You dig?
Talking to Jason Statham himself, and I got to watch the movie before it came out. So stay tuned. You too.
There's nothing safe about Stephen Baldwin.
Well, I knew that already. What do you expect from Steve?
I'm a huge fan of Jason's. So I just love coming out and seeing like a real butt-kicking action escape movie. You know, fun.
He made a mistake that you should have been in. We should have been in. Tanya.
Nice to meet you.
Hey guys, it's Tanya C from Pix11.com, and I'm with Jason Statham. He is the star of Safe. And we're on the red carpet, and we're talking about this movie. I'm very excited to see it.
Okay.
How is this movie different from everything else that you've done? It's action-packed.
It's an action movie with heart. It's got a fabulous young girl that's had first time in front of a camera, and it really, really sets everything up for us to do some fun stuff in the way of action. But you know, the whole thrust of the story is something quite emotional.
Hey, what's going on, world? This is Gotmix.net. This young lady, it's not about the story, but it's about the sacrifice. This young lady is going to give her story, who she is, and educate the young people on the business and how you've been successful.
In how much time? Because that is a tremendous amount of information. First of all, thank you for wanting to speak to me. Young people, I have a passion for that, and especially young people that are interested in this business. One of the things, and it sounds trite, that I like to say is, I hope you like mac and cheese and ramen noodles. Because being an actor, if you can do anything else in the world, please do anything else if you can. But if you have to do it, And it's going to be really hard. It's going to be years of ramen noodles and mac and cheese and people telling you no, and no, you're too fat, you're too thin, you're too tall, you're too white, you're too black, you're too whatever. I've heard that a lot. And your definition of success in this business, it can't just be, oh, I want to be a star like Justin Bieber. It's got to be about what feeds you and what you enjoy and why you have to do this particular career. But I suppose the most important thing for me is that when people say to me frequently, so how'd you get into this? And you might have felt this way. I remember so vividly being 10 years old and sitting in a movie theater, and I'll tell you, that big black box experience with that huge screen, and watching these images, and this is like E.T., this is way before your day, but, and having feelings and having my life change because of what I watched, either on TV or on film. I knew from the time I was a little girl that I wanted to be part of that and help make that meaningful for other people. So it meant a lot of unmeaningful stuff in the meantime, but I've been really, it's been my honor to be part of Teen Wolf because I think it has made a huge impact on young people in particular. And that's, like I said, that's kind of where my heart is. It's like, it's hard to be young. It just is. And I feel you, but trust me, it gets better. So hold on, okay? It really, really does get better. But tell me, acting, so starting in this business, there's a lot of deception. This is show business. It's not show friendness, show populariness, show fameness. It's show business. So knowing how to be businesslike and how to be professional is critically important. It's vital to being having a long-lasting career, I think, in this industry, in film and television, for example. There is great money in it. And I've seen a lot of, obviously, young people get a lot of money. And they think, great, I got all this money. And then they blow it. So remembering that it's a business, but it's a business that can pass pretty quickly. And you can blow through your money pretty quickly. So having somebody there to help you, be it a parent or a friend, or in my case, my fiance, he helps me. He's somebody there that can look out for you and have your back, It's important. And so treating people well and being honorable is also a vital part of this business. There are plenty of bad actors out there that are successful in this industry. So it's not always about how well you act, but I gotta tell you. And there are plenty of good actors who have been, I'm not working with so-and-so anymore. She's too difficult, or he's too difficult to work with. So making other people's lives easier is important, I think, in this industry. And then I think the last most important part, and this is the part that gets me, because so many Teen Wolfies have written me either on Tumblr or Twitter or letters, or come up to me at live events and said, I didn't know how to believe in myself until I watched this show. And there was whatever it was that they connected with. I didn't learn it till real late in life. But if you can hear from me now and trust me now, that knowing that you are enough, just like you are right now, you are enough and you are important. If you can remember that and hold on to that, that no matter what storm rages around you, no matter what anybody says, no matter what you do in this business or any other business, if you hold on to that, then you'll make it. You'll make it. You'll be okay. So, that may not have been the answer you were expecting to hear. Let's take some acting classes and, yes, learn how the business works. And I'll say, there'll be plenty of other people to tell you that stuff. But be you, because the world has these other people, but the world doesn't have another you. So just be you and bring it to this business, and that'll be enough.
That's wonderful. State your name for the camera.
Oh, just for the camera? Okay. My name is Edie Mates.
And projects you've worked on?
Well, one of my favorite projects, and none of us knew it was going to be this outrageous, maybe you've seen it, is called The Blind Side, with Sandra Bullock. And I mention her specifically because I was one of the Am I allowed to say the B word? I don't know. I'll say this one. I was one of the mean, racist, awful women. And I was the one that sat right across from Sandra Bullock in the lunch scenes. And we said terrible, terrible things. It's really interesting to prepare for, as an actor, for roles like that. Or like Victoria Argent in Teen Wolf, the psychopath. But yeah, so those are some of the things I've done. I just got next.
A question I have, y'all been Power Rangers, and what's, talk about the importance of y'all background being athletic. Did any of y'all play sports, and what's the mindset it takes to be a Power Ranger?
I know, just sports I'm not really big in, but I know these two guys, were having like this big conversation about football stuff at my house. And I didn't really want to interfere because I don't want to be that guy to be like, so Jason, what do you think? And I just want to be like, I don't know, man, what do y'all think? You know what I mean? Hey, this season, so I know these guys are sports guys, but whoever wants to start on the sports side.
I think you just can be, it's just pretty much being athletic. You're asking if you have to be athletic. She was a dancer, anything that's athletic, that you, being flexible, if you have martial arts experience. I was a football player as well, so I mean, being a football player was, definitely, it taught me all the elements of, being a Power Ranger, the pride, being heroes, let's win, save the world. So yeah, definitely the sports always, influences you in the character.
And the mindset, like, what type of mindset did you have to kind of get into character? What does it take to actually get up every day and do the job that y'all were doing?
You never let anything get to you. If it is cold, if you are sad, if you are mad, if something hurts, if someone is angry with you, it doesn't matter. You just go in, fist ready, you're ready to go. You work the 12 to 14-hour days and you love it. You smile the whole time because you are having a blast. No matter what, you go to work in a bad mood, end of the day you're going to be grinning because you got to play dress up and shoot invisible monsters all day long. As for being athletic, did you guys see my character in a miniskirt? Come on. It was not my character athletics. They actually, the stunt coordinator, Koichi, called me a cream puff in my audition. And did not want to hire me because cream puffs are not allowed on Power Rangers. Cream puff. But he did apologize after. Oh no, it was it's not. But after the first few weeks, he actually came up. I didn't know he became cream puff. He didn't need to say that, but he said, "I'm sorry for calling you a cream puff." Did what? He said, "You have proven me wrong. You can fight. You're worthy of wearing spandex."
We'll finish with questions.
Yeah, well, I mean, I played football and baseball all through school, grade school, junior, and high school. And it's that team mentality, which is, I mean, we were all a team, and I was on a different set, but I would move a little bit to their set, and they would move over to ours and stuff. And so I mean, it evolved from team to family, which is what I think you guys see on the stage now. I mean, Jason was nice enough to invite us into his house, him and his whole family, and they had food and everything. It was just so hospitable and entertainment and everybody. And it just felt like a house, of really good friends and family over the course of years. And that's what's brought us together. So just like sports, they have that family mentality. It's the same thing that I've seen on the stage with everybody here. Yeah, and I mean, it is exactly what Allison was saying. It's every day. I mean, we're up at 5:30 in the morning, and it's 5 days a week, and it's 12 to 14-hour days. And I mean, when we're shooting out Cascade, it's 110 degrees, no different than Houston. It's still hot out there, and you got to get the job done. So I think what's most important is you realize that what you're doing is going to end up on TV. That's going to influence a bunch of young people, and that's what gets you up. That's what drives you every single day.
What up, world? This is T-Mix from Gotmix Entertainment. I'm here with the beautiful Malaya Michelle, and we're going to ask her a few questions, and we'll start from there. So introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Malaya Michelle.
What would you say is your favorite photo shoot that you've done?
My favorite photo shoot is actually at the motorcycle shop that is on the DVD.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
It's actually on the cover.
Oh, that'll work. That'll work. You guys can get that. It's a wonderful motorcycle shop. Where are you from?
I'm from California, Los Angeles.
All right. Resident well-known West Coast, you know. First, what brings you to Houston?
My management, actually.
That is awesome.
Summer Bunnies are awesome, and they got me out here, and they're really making it happen.
That'll work. That'll work. What would you say in the industry? What would you say are some of the stereotypes that you guys receive, or I would say just negativity that is perceived on the business side?
I think we get pretty much the same flack that a lot of just regular beautiful women get. Like, you're dumb, you're easy, you know. I think all women that are physically endowed
That's right.
and beautiful have that problem. But it's not true. We're smart. Okay?
Who are some people that are real inspiring in your life?
Halle Berry. I love Halle. Janet Jackson. Oh my goodness. Oprah. Who doesn't want to be like Oprah? And Tyra. My girl. Tyra's a Sag too. I'm Sag too. Okay. You don't play. Five Star Entertainment, they've been a big inspiration as far as the business side goes. My manager, Dwayne Garden, he's great. And my camera guy, Nas, he's so awesome.
What would be about Brian Adams? All right, for sure. Some of the work that you've already done. Let the viewers know what you've been in.
I've been on the covers as Smooth and Black Men. I've been in XXL, I've been in Kings. I've been in various music videos. I'm trying to break into acting, maybe commercials. I'm taking classes. I'm having a ball.
What would you have for young women who want to get into the business? What kind of advice would you give them?
My advice would be to pretty much handle whatever you can handle on your own. Make sure that you check everything out. Make sure that you read everything. You know, that's pretty much the biggest part. And just enjoy what you're doing. Anytime you're gonna be sexy if you're having fun. You know, that's the biggest part of being sexy.
That's right, Will. That's Gotmix Entertainment. Live Michelle. I'm your host, C-Mix. Thank you. Have a great night.
Celebs.